The more I heal, the less motivated I am. I used to make really good money in door to door sales, and that entire world is just based off performance, which makes sense. It's sales. The name of the game is who can sell the most, who can recruit the most guys, who can make the most money. And when I was in it, I was literally told to buy nice cars and nice shoes because if you looked like a successful person, the more people would want to come and sell with you. So success wasn't just something that you had, it was something that you showed everybody. And everybody knew how much everybody was making. And it wasn't just known, dude, it was celebrated. The more I made, the more praise I got. The more guys that I recruited, the more important I felt. The better I performed, the more I felt proud of myself. And I think that's where I accidentally attached my entire worth to my performance. And the job was really hard, like really, really hard. And eventually it started taking a huge toll on my mental health. I was stressed out all the time. I was anxious. And I finally got to the point where I was like, dude, I just need to get out. And so I left. And around that time, I heard this quote that said, "You're most qualified to help the person you once were." And that really stuck out to me because pornography was something that I had struggled with my entire life. And I feel like I tried everything to quit. And I learned so much about it. But the thing that was interesting was most of what actually helped me was almost the opposite of what I'd always been told. Less shame, less obsession over like streaks clean, less trying to become more disciplined, and more understanding why I wanted to go to porn in the first place. Learning how to actually deal with my emotions, more connection, more self-acceptance. And I thought, dang, dude, like I could actually help a lot of guys with this. And so I built a program, and I genuinely think it's a freaking kick-ass program. And I've watched guys change their lives through it, and I love it. And if I'm being totally honest, my ego also really loved it. Suddenly I wasn't just some guy. I was a guy helping men, and people were listening to me. People were messaging me and telling me that my stuff changed their life and that I was an important person in their life. And it felt really good, almost like too good, because sometimes your purpose can be just another costume of your ego. And that was hard for me to admit because, helping people was obviously a really good thing. But I had to be honest with myself. Was I doing this because I genuinely wanted to help, or because I loved who I felt when people saw me helping other people? And the answer was, probably both. So I got a mentor and I started working on this part of me that just desperately wanted to be seen as someone successful or someone important. And what happened was really interesting. As I started to heal that part of myself, I started to notice my motivation just started dipping, and I didn't care as much. I'd wake up in the morning and have almost zero desire to work. There were honestly days where I didn't want to do anything. The gym was basically the only motivation that I had left, and that really messed with me because I started wondering, if I stop trying to prove myself, who is going to get myself out of bed? And for years, I thought I was ambitious, and I realized maybe some of my ambition was just insecurity. And dude, I felt like I sat in that place forever, and I feel like I made another mistake in that place. I started to believe that healing that part of me was becoming completely okay never being seen again. Like ultimately enlightenment was never getting a shit if anybody noticed me. And a mentor said something that really helped me. And she said, "We are social creatures. It's okay if you want to be seen. It's okay if you want to be recognized. It's okay if you want people to appreciate what you do. The problem isn't wanting to be seen. The problem is needing to be seen in order to know that you matter." And I feel like that's where it changed for me. Because I didn't have to kill that part of myself that wanted to be seen. I just couldn't let it drive the whole car anymore. And slowly, I felt like my motivation was able to come back, but this time it felt different. I started to get excited about my business again. I wanted to create, I wanted to grow, I wanted to make money, provide an awesome life for my family, build something that I was proud of. And yeah, I still like when people tell me I'm doing a good job. I'm still human. But I think the important thing is that's not the foundation anymore. The foundation became more of, how can I actually help this guy? How can I help the guy who is sitting where I was a few years ago, thinking that they're completely broken because they can't stop watching porn? Can I give myself something that would have saved me decades of shame and confusion? Can I build something genuinely useful, not just another freaking dumb app that doesn't do anything? And once I stopped making my business such a big part of my identity, I feel like I started becoming better at business. I think a lot of us are scared to really look at ourselves because deep down we know our wounds have been incredibly productive. The insecurity built the body. The need for approval built the business. The rejection built the personality. The fear of being nobody made us become somebody. And the day that you start looking at that part of yourself, you'll realize how much of your ambition was built around running away from something.